Hey guys, checking to make sure it's letting me go live. We are here for day one of the Scale to Six workshop. I'm gonna just let it load. So we're gonna sit here and talk randomly while it lets it load. All right, we should be live inside the Facebook group. We are talking about the Scale to Six workshop. This is the key to creating your one-to-many offer so that you can build a scalable business and hit six figures. So as you're hopping on live, you're gonna give me a hashtag team live so I know you are here with me. This works so much better if I know you are here so that we can actually communicate and not feel like it's an awkward me talking to an empty screen. If you are on team replay, give me a hashtag team replay. Same rules apply. So you're going to see your success advisors hopping in and tagging you. Hi, Zeldy. And they're going to be here to support you throughout this process. So I'm going to give you guys just a second to come in so that we give people, I always hear that people don't get their notifications right away. So no worries. But today is day one of the Scale to Six workshop, guys. I am super excited. And if you missed it, I said I'm on my second cup of coffee and I usually only have one. So fair warning, I'm a little extra excited today for those of you who know me and already know I'm super energetic. Yay, I'm seeing Rachel is here, team live. Zeldy, our success advisor, he's here. Carissa's here, Lee is here, Emma's here. Hey guys, I'm so excited. Oh, Leah, I know all about kid pickup, so I feel you, and we'll see you coming in and out here. So hey Sheila. So again, remember, I want you guys to, I set expectations. So I'm gonna let you guys know what I expect from you and what you should expect out of me, okay? Because we have a lot of new faces here over the last couple weeks, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys about what it means to build a scalable business, a business that can scale to six figures, and what that looks like, and how we create a scalable offer, which is a one-to-many offer, okay? So I always say group programs, courses, or memberships, oh my, like where the heck do we even get started? Everyone out there is talking about all these different things, but how do we know which one's a good fit for us? Hey Jane and hey Jody. So deciding what's the perfect fit for your business comes down to some really key pieces to ensure your success. So I'm not going to leave anything up to chance. I'm going to be very clear with you which one works for you when in your business, so that even if you're maybe not ready for a membership, you at least know where that's going to fit into your business model so that you can start seeing where those pieces kind of come together and how we build a scalable business model. So I'm going to break down the benefits of each of these different types of offers. So we're going to be talking about memberships, what I like to call hybrid courses, as well as group programs. I'm going to show you all of them, and I'm going to show you when they fit into your business and how to utilize them the right way, okay? So that's number one. I'm going to tell you about that. We had over 350 incredible women register for the Scale to Six workshop. It might actually be over 350, and I cannot be more excited. And the reason why is because I want you to realize that if you're new to me, Naz Echeverria, or the Next Level Up CEO Tribe, you may think that this is just another workshop you signed up for that's going to be filled with fluff and regurgitated information. You would be 100% wrong. You could not be further from the truth, okay? So drop in the comments, let me know if you're brand new to me or if you've been around. So drop brand new or been around so I know you're here. Hey Marissa, I want to know if you guys are new to me or not, because I'm a little kooky and I'm a little different, and I like to be clear on who I'm speaking to and where we're at, okay? So I treat my workshops just like my programs. I do this on purpose, right? Because realistically, let's cut the fluff. I'm introducing you to who I am and how my programs run so that maybe you'll see the value in working with me. Also, I like to keep it totally real. So if you noticed, I'm going to give it to you straight and tell you what we're doing here, okay? Because I want you guys, I don't like this idea of people who show up and then they're like, oh, I'm really excited, and that person just gives them tons of crap, okay? I don't want to do that with you, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm really tired of the online space and feeling like it's so much stuff out there, right? Okay, I see a lot of brand newbies and I see some of my oldies, my been arounds. Good for you. I'm glad you're here. So first and foremost, I got to introduce myself, since look, we've got a lot of brand new people. My name is Naz. I am a business growth strategist. I have over 18 years of marketing experience. I am a mom to 3 crazy kiddos. I have loved working with clients for the last 10 years in my business. I left a corporate career in marketing to start my own business when my first little one was born. And I'm just on a mission to serve more women who want to scale their business on their own terms. They want to create a business that fits them. They don't want to get these copy and paste tactics. They want to create a business that thrives, and they want to scale to 6 figures. That's what I'm all about. So real quick, if you don't know the difference, because a lot of people tell me this and they're like, you should tell more people what a business strategist is. I'm not a business coach. Nothing against business coaches. I am a business growth strategist. And the reason why that matters to you specifically is nothing I teach, you'll see within this program and just when I work with my clients in general, nothing I teach is copy and paste tactics, which means a lot of business coaches teach you something that they learned and that works really well for their business, but it may not fit for you. I'm all about creating a business that thrives around you. So I actually help my clients find where their gaps and their opportunities are so that they can create a thriving business that literally feels like it was made for them. It's like putting on the perfect pair of skinny jeans and feeling like it was only made for you. Okay? So first and foremost, I want you guys to know that. Now, just to have some fun and for me to get to know you, I need to know if you are team button pants or no buttons on your pants, because I'm a mom of 3, so you know I'm wearing pants without a button right now. But I want to hear from you. Are you a team buttons or no buttons? Because I got to know where you're at with this. And that's just a good way for us to kind of break the ice and get to know each other and understand what we're at. And then I'm going to start, while you're kind of going through that, I'm going to let you guys know a couple of quick housekeeping things. Usually my introduction period isn't this long, so bear with me. You all should have received 2 pre-trainings in your email box. They only come through email, which means those are email exclusives. If you have not checked your emails from me, you're not gonna get them. Sorry, not sorry. But this is a key way that I wanna make sure you guys are getting more out of this than you ever thought possible. So training number 1 was what we call the Comfort Zone Cloud. It's all about mindset, and I give you a very specific conversation. So number 1, I'm going to tell you guys all, we're starting out a little bit failing on this because not many of you, I think it was actually only Leah, who did the pre-training and did the homework for that. So I'm going to dare you, push you a little bit further, and you're going to see that. Oh, thanks, Tiffany. You're so sweet. It's probably just my highlighter on my face and my cheeks. But what I'm going to do is push you a little bit further. I am all about people who take action, and I hate excuses. So get to know that about me really quickly. So you all received 2 pre-trainings. Drop pre-trainings if you got the pre-trainings. Because if you got them and you did not do your homework, you're a little behind already. And I want to make sure that today you play a little catch up. I get it. It was maybe spring break or you guys were busy and you just didn't want to do it. I don't know. But let me know pre-trainings in the comments, because there's homework that was from that. I wanted you guys to snap a picture of a mindset training I had in there. And that's really important because honestly, all the stuff I'm teaching you won't work unless you start building the foundational pieces. So drop pre-training if you got them. If you didn't get pre-trainings, drop no, I didn't get them, so that we make sure that we check where it is in your email world and that it doesn't get floating around. Carla, I've got you. I will send that to you. But let us know in the comments below. And then remember, I'm gonna push you to say that today, go do those pre-training homeworks. They're super quick. I think they're like under 8 minutes, and the training homework is incredible. It's gonna set you up for success. Just like anything, like I said before, I do not want you to show up here and do the bare minimum. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just not a bare minimum kind of girl. If I show up, I show full force. So I need you guys to just get real with me and let me know if you got it. Good, Sheila says she got it. Let me know if you got it or not. And then let me know that you're gonna do the homework today, okay? Because I'm gonna push you to do that. So while we go through this, because I'm not seeing a lot of comments, which means I'm calling a few of you out, and that's okay. I want to call you out a little. I want to tell you a little bit about my story. The truth of the matter is I decided to scale a 6-figure business, and I was scared out of my mind. Good, I'm seeing some people doing it. And guys, just prepare yourselves. I'm going to call you out sometimes because growth comes from me pushing you a little bit further. Good, I'm seeing some people saying they're going to do it. Drop that you're going to do it so that we can follow up with you if we don't see you do the homework. Okay, I know. My stuff goes to junk, and I'm not not junk, guys. No, I'm just joking. So let us know in the comments. I want to hold you accountable. I'm all about accountability. And if I don't see that you've done it by tonight, let me know when you're going to get it done by. We will follow up with you and hound you down and say, your success advisor will say, hey, you didn't do the pre-trainings. Get in there and get it done, okay? Again, want you to leave this being like, holy crap, this week changed my life. And that doesn't happen unless you're doing the homework. So, good. No junk. Good. I don't want to be junk, right? Gonna do it. Let us know that when you're gonna get it done by so that we can follow up with you. So truth of the matter is I was really scared because my growth was happening really slowly for a while. And I don't know about you guys, but I jumped into this business thinking I wanted massive change. I wanted some big, huge dreams, these freedoms, freedom of time, freedom of money, freedom of lifestyle. And it felt like I had none of those. Okay, so I want you to tell me in the comments, which freedom did you sign up for when you signed on to creating a business of your own? Because the truth of the matter is I was super scared about stepping into my next level. I had no idea what it looked like for me to change my business into a scalable business model. I was trading all of my time for money, which meant I spent so much time with one-on-ones and done for you clients that I felt like I was losing my mind. It felt like I was caged up in my own business, which is the last place you want to be, right? And as I mentioned, I was a mom of 3 and my kids were desperate for my attention. And I felt so frustrated because I felt like I was never enough. I could give some to these people and give some to these people, but I always felt like I was still lacking. And it was the most frustrating feeling in the world. And I knew I wanted more. I wanted more for myself. I wanted more for my family. And I wanted more impact. I had this crazy dream where I walked up to my husband and said, I want to change millions of lives. Okay? And I knew that wasn't going to happen if I was just working with clients one-on-one, even though that was super transformative. I knew it couldn't happen that way. And so I knew that I could get all of those things if I created a one-to-many program. Okay? So drop 1-to-many if you finally figured that out. You've realized that in order to get the mores in your life, those freedoms that you've wanted for so long, you're starting to see that you need a 1-to-many offer. You need maybe a membership, a group program, or a course of some sort to be able to massively impact without giving that time for money. I threw myself into the deep end because how else am I supposed to do it, right? I researched, I tested, I analyzed, and I tweaked until I discovered the magic to creating this powerful 1-to-many offer. Because remember, I'm not in this for you to just create a 1-to-many offer that just sits on your desk, that just sits and collects dust and doesn't go anywhere. I want you to create a 1-to-many offer that's going to make massive impact and massive profit, because those are the 2 powerful things that allow you to go further faster. Okay, so this week I'm going to give you the best of the best, the trainings that I've otherwise reserved for my paying clients, because let's be real, 2020 was a year and a half. I mean, it was exhausting. And I want you to spend this year, this beginning of this year, building an empire, a business that thrives. So let's go ahead and jump right in, okay? You all should have received a workbook. Pretty, it's nice, okay? Inside that workbook, you can either print this out and write it down, or I've made this fillable. So if you actually download it in your email inbox and you download it, you can actually fill it all out online. So I want you to drop workbook if you've received the workbook. If you did not get the workbook, drop no workbook so our team can reach out and get those over to you. You will need this workbook. Trust me, you will need this workbook. The workbook alone is worth its weight in gold. Okay, because I'm going to break down for you right now what the difference in the 3 different types of 1-to-many offers I'm going to be sharing with you so that you can understand which one's going to fit you best. Okay, so make sure you drop workbook if you've got it. No workbook, we'll reach out to you and make sure that you have it. Okay, we'll do some behind the scenes and making sure that you've checked your email and it's not in junk and all that stuff. Okay, so drop workbook. Let me know you're here. While you do that, I'm going to take a sip of water so I can get ready. Okay, so we're going to start off with memberships. Memberships have been around for as long as we can remember, right? From gym memberships to Netflix memberships and even the old school mail order book clubs that were years and years ago. For customers, memberships can feel really exciting, okay? They can feel like they have something to look forward to every single month. So I'm going to show you some values and benefits out of each of those so that you can understand how these fit in. So a really cool thing, think of a membership that you guys are a part of right now. Let us know in the comments one membership that you're a part of. Remember, Netflix is a membership, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are part of that. Amazon is a membership. What are some memberships you are currently a part of? because I want you to really be able to see this in a very specific way of how you even enjoy this right now. Hey, Candy. Yeah, no worries. See, catch you on the team replay. I want you guys to think of a membership you're currently part of. I'm part of Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, all of those. But I want you to think of any memberships you've been a part of. I've even been a part of Ipsy because I love makeup. And it was really exciting, right? It's exciting every month to get something new out of it. So I want to talk to you about what it looks like inside the memberships and how you can kind of create a membership that sells like crazy. So let me know if you've contemplated creating a membership in your business. You can drop a heart emoji so that I know that you've thought about creating a membership in your business. Now, again, even if you haven't thought about creating a membership, stay tuned because I want you to see how this actually fits into your business model, whether that's now or in the future. Oh, good. Lots of Amazons, right? Yeah, Ipsy, Weight Watchers. I love these guys. Yay, cool. Oh yeah, I have Disney Plus too. Let's not forget Disney Plus for our kids, right? Or for us even. So let's talk about what it looks like. You're gonna see on your workbook, I'm sharing with you that a membership allows you to create content as you go. So that's the first answer on there. The cool thing about a membership is it's not us creating tons of content ahead of time. We're able to create a membership as we go along, which means less work for us on the front end. So if you've thought about a membership, I want you to think about how that can play in. So if you are short on time and you maybe don't have a huge audience, this is a great space to start in because you can create content as you go. It's not required for you to have a bunch of content when someone joins, okay? The average price point of a membership can range from $7 all the way up to higher ticket memberships, which are like $197, $297, anywhere up there. So there's a pretty big range, okay? But let's think about how this really works about, okay? What's the real pros of a membership? Number one, it works really well as an entry or exit offer, okay? So I want to repeat that. A pro of your having a membership is that it works as an entry or exit offer. Now, just to give you a quick look at what that means, an entry offer means someone who's brand new to you, who's never met you before, can quickly find out about you and sign up for a membership. So it works really well as an introduction into you, okay? It also works really well as an exit offer. So think about this if maybe you've worked with clients one-on-one before and they still want to continue that relationship with you, it works really well as a tail end offer. Okay, so like I had a client who had her membership as an entry offer and an exit offer. So she could actually have it on both the front end and the back end. It's a great way for you to not only bring clients in, but for you to retain them long term. Okay, number two, the pro of a membership is it's a great paid way for someone to get to know you. So if you've ever felt like you're frustrated by creating tons of content and not getting paid for it, a membership is a great opportunity for someone to learn as they're buying into you and still get paid for it. Okay? So you don't have to be constantly giving away tons of free, amazing value that can be housed inside of a membership, even for $7 a month, allows you to get paid while they're getting to know you. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are getting what I'm putting down so far. I want to make sure you guys are keeping up with me. Number three, a pro of a membership it works great with any audience size, which means you could be brand new in business and create a membership and not have to worry about it. Okay? Means you don't have to have a bunch of people following you already. Share some knowledge. What should write on proposal, not when sending a job request. Okay. Oops, sorry. Yes. Getting paid while they're getting to know you. So which of these so far have you guys, has any of these sparked your interest? I'm trying to make sure. Sorry, there's lots of sounds happening on my computer. Okay? So it works great with any audience size. So if you are brand new in business and you're worried about not having a right audience size, which I'll talk about how that plays into some of these other offers, it's a great introduction to you that you get paid for and doesn't require you to have a large audience size. Number 5, I think. You can easily convert a membership into a course or group program down the line. So if someone's just getting to know you and you don't want to create all this content on the front end, you can actually take a membership, utilize the content that you're creating into that, and eventually convert that into a course or group program down the line. Okay? And last but not least is it can be automated easily. Okay, so if you're one of those people who does not want to spend a lot of time doing all these pieces, we want to make sure that you realize that you can automate it easily. Yes. Tiffany says, loving this idea is getting to know you. Yeah, it's a paid way to get to know you as an introduction offer. And it can be used to, like, again, retain your clients on the back end. It's also the fastest way to create repeat buyers because you're retaining clients. Okay, so those are all of the pros. Quick review. It's a great entry or exit offer. It gives people a really easy way for them to get to know you because there's no contracts. If you have no contracts, paid way for them to get to know you. Works great with any audience size. It can easily be converted into a course or group program. It can be automated easily, and it allows you to create repeat buyers. Those are all our pros, okay? Some of the cons of a membership, because let's not be real, it's not all roses and butterflies and rainbows and all that fun stuff. There is some frustrating pieces, and I want you guys to understand what this looks like. Number one, community is often expected as part of a membership, which means there is going to be you creating some community. So if that's something that feels frustrating to you, then it might not be a good fit for you. Okay? Number two, sometimes a membership can feel like a lot of work without a big payoff. Now, when I teach this, it's not, because I teach people how to create memberships that don't feel like you're putting in a lot of work. But for some people, it can feel like a lot of work with a small payoff, right? Because we're not getting paid as much in a membership usually. Number three, it usually takes longer for them to create the transformation. Now, again, reason being is our content is usually spread out over time. So the transformation often takes longer. Okay? Number four, there can be a higher turnover, which means you might feel a little bit of pressure because you want to be able to keep people signing up month after month, especially if you don't have a contract. And last but not least is it may require more promotion because, again, we need more people to fill our bucket to hit the goals we might have. Okay? All right, now I'm gonna go down, scroll, things that we need to have in place for our membership. Just give me a membership if you are caught up with me where we're at. I wanna make sure I'm not losing you along the way. Brenda says no buttons. Okay, good. Here, my no button pants kind of lady. Things that you need to have in place for a membership. Number one, a community for those who are joining. Okay? Those are one of the things that we have to have in place. Number two, a place to host your content. Where is that membership going to be housed? Number three, set expectations for what they're going to receive monthly. The worst thing you could possibly do is not know what we're going to get. Like, I want to know when I sign up for a membership, what the heck do I expect to get? What am I going to get at month after month? I don't want to show up and wonder what's happening. I want to be very clear on the expectations that I'm going to get. Okay? And number four is, I like to say you have to have a month's worth of content mapped out, or excuse me, a month's worth of content ready to go. And I like to say you'd like to map out 6 months worth of content, because we like to prepare. We don't like to want to wing this. We want to have what we have prepared for them. Okay? So those are the things you must have in place inside your membership. Okay, some common myths. You have to have new content monthly. Big old myth. You do not have to have content monthly inside your membership. You can actually have, you can make it where your membership is actually set up, where you give the content up front, and then you actually just create connection opportunities for them to, like, have their questions answered or coaching of some sort. You can have it set up that way where you don't need new content. The biggest mistake people make with memberships is creating too much content and overwhelming people. Because let's be real, people don't sign up for a membership to be bombarded with tons of information. They need the slow grow. These are people who aren't ready for the bigger thing, okay? Another common myth, it has to have live or video component. Totally false. Your membership can be completely comprised of workbooks, spreadsheets, swipe files, etc. The possibilities are endless, okay? So I show my clients how to create a membership that fills their needs. It doesn't have all this junk that they don't want to deal with. Common myth number 3, you have to have a large audience. Totally false, guys. I know there's a lot of gurus out there that are teaching some crazy stuff out there. You do not have to have any audience at all to create a membership. That's the cool thing about it. People can jump in really easily because usually it doesn't require that much of a buy-in from them, okay? Next common myth, the more you give, the more people will stick around. Guys, again, it can be really overwhelming for people. We don't actually need to be giving so much content. That can actually be a deterrent rather than actually them bringing them in. Okay? So those are some of the common myths. I want to make sure I'm not missing any other questions. Any questions so far? Have I missed anything for you right now? So, on the second page of the membership workbook, you will see that I'm going to have you start actually planning this out, okay? I want you to start thinking about it. I want you to start determining how much would my membership possibly be? How often will I be creating content in there? My community will be hosted where? Any details you can start thinking about. My goal again is after 4 days, you're walking away with some actual tangible stuff here, but I need you to do the work for it, okay? So some of the things I want you to start thinking about, if a membership is one of the things you're thinking about creating, will there be a contract? Will you have some sort of trial period, whether that's discounted or free? Will you have tiers to your membership? Will they get immediate access, or will they be getting content that's dripped out over time? What will they get and how often? Okay, so many opportunities here. All right, drop any type of emoji if you are thinking about creating a membership for your business model, because I want to know who here is team membership and who here is like, nah, that does not sound like something I want to do, Naz. And that's okay. I want you guys to realize there's a good fit for all of us. Marie, we'll link up with you to make sure we get you the workbook. Okay, so drop an emoji and let me know if you have considered creating a membership in your business, whether that's now or in the future. Oh, yay, Stephanie, I'm so glad. I know, I have a tendency to explode brains a little bit, and sometimes it's a little crazy. Can memberships be any length of time? Yes, absolutely. So many opportunities, guys. It can be indefinite, or it can have a long period of time, okay? Now, before I jump into the next one, which is about group programs, I want to let you guys know I should have done this at the beginning, but my introduction took forever. I want you guys to know I am offering what we call free pathway calls. If you are thinking about creating a one-to-many offer, but you have no idea where to start and you don't know what you need to be doing, drop pathway call anytime during this process, and we'll set you up with a free pathway call where I will hop on a call with you. We'll talk about what it looks like to create a one-to-many offer in your business and how I can help you. I have limited numbers of these, and I always forget to mention this at the beginning, but you're gonna hear me talking about pathway calls throughout this 4-day workshop. Let's be real. My end game goal is to help support you in creating your one-to-many offer. Okay, I like to be real. I don't want to pretend here. You all know that you were here and I was going to talk about this. So I like to get it up and out from the very beginning to let you guys know I have limited numbers of these. What will happen on these calls is if you are thinking about creating a one-to-many offer in your business, you're not sure where to start, or you're not sure what you need, I will sit down on a call with you and we'll talk about where your gaps and opportunities in your business is right now and how a one-to-many offer can play a role in your current scalable business model and how I can actually help you create that, okay? So if you want to jump in and grab one of those pathway calls, you're going to hear me talk about it all the time throughout this 4 days. You can drop pathway call anytime during this process, and our team will reach out to you to set up a pathway call for you. So sorry, meant to get that out of the way from the beginning. So like I said, these usually book up super quickly. So I like to let you know from day one that I don't want you to end up being one of those people who wishes you had a pathway call and didn't get it. So again, you'll hear me talk about it at the end as well. But again, pathway call for those of you who are looking to create a one-to-many offer and you need support in understanding where to get started, where the gaps and opportunities are, and how I can help you actually do that. So let's go ahead and jump into the next one, which is group programs. I have been super, super honest with you guys that my business scaled massively. A lot of you guys found me from the Women Helping Women's group and other groups where I shared that I actually hit 35K months last year, all by utilizing one-to-many programs. Now, the key for me was hybrid courses and group programs. These were my massive, massive shifts in my business. It's actually what's allowed me to hit 50K months this year, working only 15 hours a week with 3 kids, okay? So I like to be totally freaking honest about the fact that group programs are like my heart. It's like my soul. Like I feel like I was made for group programs. So I want to jump into group programs now and talk all about what this looks like in your business, okay? Group programs are incredible. They create this incredible sense of community. They create massive impact, and let's be honest, they're easy to convert a one-on-one or done-for-you offer into a group program, okay? I'm super hot, so I'm gonna give you 1 minute to turn on. Might be my amped up energy. I'm gonna turn on my fan, so this is how I roll. Okay, so you'll actually see that a lot of my group clients are actually on these lives. And the reason why is we create and foster massive energy. We create this massive impact and this community. That all happens from group programs. They create the biggest transformation. So you're gonna see on your workbook that for the first line on there, the group program creates the biggest transformation. So out of the 3 different types of one-to-many offers, the group programs create biggest transformations, okay? So if you're all about transformation and you want to create massive, massive shifts in people's lives, group programs are amazing for that, okay? The average price point of a group program can range all the way from $597 up to $5,000, okay? There's a huge range when it comes to this. But again, it really depends on a lot of different pieces. But again, this is the key to, in my opinion, a scalable business, because you can create massive impact, that huge, huge transformation, while also creating that profit stream that otherwise may have seemed like you could only do through one-on-ones and done-for-you programs, okay? So the pros of a group program, drop group if you guys have thought about creating a group program specifically, okay? I want to kind of get to know you guys. I want to see where your heads are at. Were you thinking memberships? Were you thinking group programs? Were you thinking hybrid courses, okay? So throughout this process, I want you guys to just kind of alert me and let me know. So some of the pros of a group program: usually massively transformational. It's got a lot going on, okay? Especially the way I teach it, it's got a lot going on in group programs, okay? Number 2, it's the most profitable option, okay? Which means we stand to make a lot of profit. Now again, you'll notice everything I talk about is how we connect impact with profit. So when you're making more impact, more transformation, your profit should be higher as well. Just like we talked about, the membership usually has the slowest transformation, okay? Number 3, it's the easiest one to transition from a one-on-one or done-for-you program. So if you currently sell a one-on-one or done-for-you program, super easy to transition that into a group program, okay? So let me know in the comments if you currently sell one-on-one or done-for-you and you're looking to convert. Josephine, I love that. Membership for $27 a month. I'm going to come back and read this because this is amazing. I love it. This is actually, you're getting your homework done already, girl. This is your homework, so good for you. But let me know, guys, if you're planning on converting a one-on-one or done-for-you program into a group. Cool. Carla says one-on-one. Cool, cool, cool. Super duper easy to do, because we've already recognized where the transformations lie and how things are working. It's about systemizing the process, about finding the pieces that actually allow you to have the best transformation for people. Because what you'll see that I teach is that I don't just teach people to create an offer and market it. I want you to create an offer that creates some real freaking change, okay? Because we're not going to be like the rest of the people out there just marketing and selling. I want you to create offers that change lives, okay? Because that's where the real value comes from. So we want to transition a one-on-one, a done for you, or even if you don't have a one-on-one done for you, I want to show you how to actually create a system for better results for your clients. That's super, super important, okay? Number 4, it can also be sold as a course, okay? I'm all about learning how to utilize the things we have and use them to the best of our opportunities. So you can actually take your group program and sell it as a course or create some sort of more organic evergreen income, okay? So there's so many cool ways to take one for many offers and use them in different ways. Number 5, it usually has the highest retention opportunity. Why? Because it has the highest transformation. You guys getting it? More transformation, the more we're gonna retain our clients, okay? So those are all the pros. Drop pros in the comments so I know you guys are all caught up with me and we're all on the same page. I'm gonna make sure my workbooks are open. I hope you guys are doing the workbook. We're gonna go into the cons now, okay? The cons. Typically a group program, now depending on how this looks, and again, this is very specific, so I wanna be clear, it can look a little different depending on it. Usually the cons of a group program is you are going to have the biggest time and energy commitment in creating this, okay? That means massive transformation, gonna take me a little more time, especially on the front end. I'm gonna have more time and energy that goes into it. So my group programs require a lot of time and energy from me. because I'm giving them tons of transformation. Okay? Number 2, if you are creating an open closed cart, so I want to be clear about this, usually you require some sort of minimum people joining in order for it to be profitable for you. Which leads me to my next one. Usually you want to have some established audience when creating a group program. Because we need a minimum number. We want to be able to have that group program filled. I'm all for honest. You're going to need to have some sort of established audience in place to get the most out of it. Does that mean that you can't create a group program if you don't have an audience? No, there's just some things that look a little bit different. Let's be honest, okay? So we want to create a group program. We're going to need some sort of audience to make it the most successful, okay? Number 4, it needs to have this, you need to have spent the most time with nurture and authority building. Remember, the higher the price tag of what we're offering, the more effort and energy it happens from the beginning, middle, and end. It means it's going to require more from us. So drop more in the comments so that I know you guys are recognizing group programs are insanely amazing in so many different ways, but they require more from us. Okay? Last but not least is it works best when you have a group of similar people. Your ideal clients need to get along, right? We don't want to have a group program where people are like all in different phases. We want to have people who are working together. We want to foster that sense of community so that they can grow together, because essentially what we're doing is we're taking a one-on-one or done for you and we're creating an opportunity for them to actually grow together. And this is one of my favorite things to teach, is how to create a community and group program that allows them to foster each other to grow even faster. The show must go on, Patty. I'm all for the show must go on. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. There are some people who have come to me and said, oh my gosh, I didn't get the number of registrants I wanted and they didn't run it. I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people who says you go head in, you run that group program and like it's the best group program on the face of the earth, and then you get the opportunity to launch again and do it better. Okay? But I really do tell my clients that if you are going to launch a group program, I ask them to have around 500 people in their audience to get the best results. Okay? So that's what I like to say, is have like 500 people within your audience to get the best results out of a group program. Okay? So those are all the cons. Drop cons in the comments so I know you guys are keeping up with me. I know I'm going super fast. I'm trying to give you tons of information today, and I have a tendency to do this. This is how we roll. I want you to get the most out of this, okay? So drop cons in the comments so I know you guys are keeping up with me. Great question, Patty. Thanks for asking that, because I want people to know as the show goes on. So here's the things you need to have in place for your group program to be the most successful. You need a framework. Means we can't show up like on a one-on-one or done for you and just figure it out as we're going. You need to have a solid framework for how you're going to provide transformation. That works both for sales and it works for us actually making sure we get the best results for people. So framework is number 1 when it comes to one of the things you need to have in place for a group program. Patty says, is that discouraging to the group members who did engage since they're... No, I show up with massive value. Like when I did my first group program, I only had 2 people sign up, and I poured so much into them, and they were so happy with the results they got. So I definitely don't think it's a negative thing that if you don't get the number of people you want. Absolutely not. No, don't look at it like that. Look at it as like they're going to get more value because they're getting more attention from you. Okay. So number 1 for the things you need to have in place was that framework. I'm all about having a framework that's going to provide transformation, because you can't just wing it. You actually have to have a framework that's going to produce results. Number 2, you need those supplemental content to facilitate the process. Things like workbooks, checklists, etc. Because we're all about giving them the best transformations they can possibly have. Number 3, you need to have established authority. Means I can't show up and sell a group program if I haven't established any authority with my audience ahead of time. Okay? Super powerful. I had a client who literally her first group program launch with less than 500 members in her group hit $33,000 because we had established massive authority. Okay? Number 4, you need a nurture space. You need a space where you're going to establish that authority. So you need some place that you've established an audience. Like I said, I like to say around 500 people where you can nurture them. Let's talk about common myths. Okay? Common myth number 1, you have to do the trainings live. Absolutely false. You do not. Okay? You do not have to do trainings live inside of a group program. I hate doing trainings live inside of a group program because I think my clients like to learn as they go. They like to pause and replay and all that fun stuff. Number 2, you have to create the program before you launch it. Absolutely not. You do not. You have to have created framework, but you do not actually have to create the program before you launch it. I teach people to not create the program before they launch it, and there's a really powerful reason why we do this. Because we want people to be learning and growing as we're doing it. So the first time we launch without having created it, which sounds scary, but I swear to you it's not. Okay? Number 4, common myth. Number 3, common myth. Number 3, common myth. You have to have an open and closed cart launch. Absolutely false as well. You can have a group program that has a rolling enrollment. Okay? Super cool way for you to be able to get more people in. Patty, when you were asking me, you can always shift it to a rolling enrollment so people can actually join while you're doing that. Just requires some tweaks within the actual framework to make sure that we're getting people up to speed and how we're leveraging that transformation throughout the process. And the last common myth is you have to have trainings or some sort of live calls every single week. Again, totally false, guys. Remember, your programs get to go your way. There's no right or wrong way to do it as long as we're creating a process that produces the best results. That's why it's really important for me to help my clients actually create programs that produce results. The format in which we get them there doesn't really matter as long as it's set up for success. So some of the things to consider while you're filling out your workbook questions. How many people are you going to cap it at as people that you're going to allow into the program? Okay, so my full group programs, I usually have a cap for how many people I'm going to let in. Now, you could be like those gurus out there who have hundreds and hundreds of people inside of their group programs. I call those hybrid courses because group programs are a little more intimate. Personally, I like to keep them under 20 so that I can give massive transformation. Okay? Number 2 thing that you want to start considering is how often will they be getting new content inside of the group program? So are you going to be dripping out new content every week, every other week? How often are they going to be getting the new content? And by new content, I just mean new to them. Number 3, something to consider is how will you establish connections with others within the group? Meaning, cool thing about a group program is that fostered community. How are you going to ensure that you foster community? My group programs, I have a whole process by which I get people to get to know each other, leverage relationships, all of that stuff. It's a huge core component of how I run my programs. You need to think about how are you going to foster community within them? Because remember, one of the reasons why people sign up for group programs is for the community aspect, which means it's our job as a leader to help them foster that community. I hope this is putting some light bulb moments for you guys, making you think of some things that maybe you've never heard before. I don't hear a lot of people talking about stuff like this. Last but not least is what kind of accountability component will your group program have? Remember, massive transformation means that I'm going to create more accountability so that they create that massive transformation. So what kind of accountability component will your group program have? All right, so let me know in the comments if you are thinking about creating a group program. Drop group in the comments. I'm going to take a sip and then we're going to move to hybrid course, which is the last one. And don't worry if you're like, holy moly, Naz, this is a lot of information. This is why I tried to prepare you. I tried to let you know that we're going to go through some amazing stuff. This is literally paid content I give to my clients, so I'm giving it to you here. Feel free to have to come back to this, replay it, watch it over, and figure out all the details. But I at least want to see where we're at with things. Tell me if you are thinking about creating a group program. Monica says group program. Oh, good. Maybe you'll sleep more if you do that, Monica. Cool. I love it. Seeing some group programs. All right, let's move into a hybrid course. Now, if you're looking at me like, what the heck is a hybrid course, Naz? Why are you talking about hybrid courses? I'm going to tell you, if you're new to me, I like to make massive transformation, which means we can't do that with a standalone course, okay? So I like to teach how to create hybrid courses. If you are one of those people who does not care about massive transformation, hybrid courses may not be something you want, and I'm probably not the person to learn from. Cool? I like to teach about hybrid courses because they create an offer that allows people to get massive transformation. You're no longer trading all that time for money, but it's not like a done totally DIY. We're not like throwing them to the wolves and say, here you go, here's some content, good luck. I want to create transformation, okay? So first I want you guys to recognize I like to teach hybrid courses because I want you to actually get results for your clients because I'm the queen of retention and I want you to retain clients, okay? So a hybrid course works best for your question at the top here. A hybrid course works best when a program has social proof, okay? So that's the answer to the question number 1. A hybrid course works best when your program has social proof. Means that we can show that it's creating transformation. The average price point of a hybrid course can range all the way down from like $97 all the way up to $2,000 or more. Again, huge range. I recognize this. I want to tell you what a hybrid course looks like. Yeah, what's the... I know, it's not a common thing. So a regular course is, hi, I come and purchase your course. I walk away, I'm on my own. Everything that happens after that course is me doing it on my own. That means that whether or not I show up and watch the content, whether or not I know how to apply that content is completely on their own. I'm not a fan of courses because let's be real, how many of you, by raise of hands, have purchased a course and done nothing with it? It's sat in your email box or it's sat on your laptop somewhere, but you've never actually done anything with that course. I'd probably say a lot of you. Or maybe you've purchased a course and it was great information, great content, but you have no idea how to actually apply that to your business. Now, real talk, there's something called mini courses, which means that we're giving them something as a super small shift. But if we're looking to give them a more transformation, like a bigger transformation, they're probably going to need some sort of assistance along the way. Now, this does not mean that we're going to be coaching. A hybrid course allows us to create some sort of accountability or some sort of access to asking questions. Example, maybe they get access to a Facebook group where they can ask questions within the Facebook group. That is still a hybrid course because they're getting some sort of access to you. Stephanie says it's me. I'll be honest, and if you guys are not raising your hand that you've purchased a course and done nothing with it, you guys are lying, because that's totally not true. So let me know in the comments if you've ever purchased a course that sat and collected dust, or maybe you took the course but you had no idea how to actually apply it, okay? I like hybrid courses, and I teach hybrid courses because I want you to create something that actually creates impact. Cool? So if you're not one of those people, you probably want to say bye now because I'm not the person, I'm not going to teach you things that don't actually create massive impact, okay? So let's talk about the pros of a hybrid course. Cool. Pro of a hybrid course can enroll at any time. Rolling enrollment means there's no open and closed carts. People can join at any given time. One of my programs is a hybrid course because people can join at any time. It creates a more passive income stream. So that's another pro. Creates truer passive income stream. Whereas a group program might be more semi-passive, a hybrid course can create more passive because people can literally join in their sleep when you're sleeping, okay? It can also be easily automated. That's a pro. Again, makes a great intro offer to you. It's a great way to get people into you because, again, that lower price point. If you missed the live I did last week, I talked about how we create our product suite and I talked about where things play. So if you missed that, I talked about that. I might do it again. Last but not least, in terms of the pros of a hybrid course are it quickly establishes that know, like, and trust and authority with your audience. You can do it all jumbled into one hybrid course. Okay? Some cons of a hybrid course. Just drop pros if you guys are keeping up with me. Sorry, tons of information. I know that. I'm trying to give you a lot here. Drop pro if you guys are keeping up with me so far. That's my water sip time. Let's go into some cons while I make sure you guys are catching up. Your brains are catching up with me. Number one, your transformation rate is going to be lower, right? Because you're relying on themselves to hold themselves accountable more. There's not that live coaching element usually. So oftentimes the transformation rate might be lower. Number two, oftentimes a higher rate of refund may occur, especially if you're giving a guarantee. So if you're doing like a very separated, meaning there's not going to be so much of you holding hands with them, there's often a higher rate of refunds because they don't have someone to hold them accountable. They don't have someone to walk them through the process. Number three, a hybrid course can oftentimes be more disconnected, okay? Because you're not fostering that group mentality anymore. You're giving a little bit more hands off. Number four, oftentimes people push courses to the side, right? They may not always complete it. So are you guys keeping up with me so far? Because those were all the cons. So some of the things you need to have in place. Number one, you need social proof. So if you're creating a hybrid course, people are going to need to buy into it with some sort of social proof. I teach how to do this inside my programs. I teach you how to create social proof really quickly and validate your offer without ever having to do a beta, but I just want you to understand. Never got around to starting it, Joy. Isn't that hilarious? So many of us have done this. Number two, you need a basic funnel if you're going to automate a hybrid course. Super basic. We don't make this complicated, but you do need some sort of basic funnel. Number three, you need to choose your choice of accountability. Okay? So you want to have that in place. You want to know how you're going to make it a hybrid. What are you going to do to create a hybrid course that creates some sort of accountability? And I'll give you some really quick ideas. It could be that you send out daily emails that are just automated emails to check in with them and say, here's where you should be at with the course. It might be office hours. It might be access to Facebook group where they can ask questions. These are some ideas of how you create accountability for a hybrid course. Last but not least, you want to create a course community. You want to have a place where people can talk to each other. Even if you're not actually serving and answering questions, you want to create some sort of community. People expect that when it comes to a course. Some common myths about a hybrid course is there's no interactive component. I think I've beat that like a dead horse, that you guys are seeing that you can have an interactive component. Number two is that you have to be techie to launch a course. Totally not true. I've had people launch courses fully with a Facebook group. You need to have specific course software. Again, you don't need to have specific course software, but I do also show people how to use super simple, straightforward, and free course software. Number four, there's no way to create accountability without giving access to you. Also false. We can create a hybrid course that's super passive income that still has accountability without having to trade any of you. Okay? Last but not least, you have to create the content before selling it. Also false, as I've already told you guys that. Some things to consider. You can create that accountability. I've already shared with you a couple ways that you can do that. Okay? How are you going to create accountability in your hybrid course? That's on your thing here. We're going to talk about. You want to start answering these questions. Will you drip the content or give instant access? How will you facilitate the course community? Will they get lifetime access to the course and updates? Last but not least, because I would not be a strategist if I did not teach you this, what will be the next step after your course? We always want to know where we want people to go next. These are the things to consider when it comes to a hybrid course. Holy moly, we got through it all, guys. So drop an emoji if you've kept up with me so far. If you're getting what I put down today, if all of this is starting to make sense, if you're starting to see where the possibilities in your business are, whether that's now, 6 months from now, a year from now, I want you to start seeing how one-to-many offers play a role in your business specifically. Okay? So drop an emoji so I know you're still alive and kicking it. I haven't made you fall to the floor yet. All right, good. I'm getting some emojis. Yes, Stephanie, there will be replays. You absolutely have access to it. Mostly. Okay. Sally, let me know if you have questions. I come back in to answer questions in here. You can absolutely reach out to your success advisors, or guys, I'm totally open for you to reach out to me via DMs. So click the DM button and reach out to me if you guys have questions so far. But again, I hop back in and answer everything, but let me know if this is all sinking in. You're starting to see your information. Oh, Tara, you're so sweet. I have a lot of information because I've been here for 18 years, guys. I've been in marketing for so long. But let me know so far, with everything I've shared with you up until this point, which offer are you feeling like is a good fit for you? Do you feel like you're going to go team membership, team group program, or team hybrid course? Which one feels like, again, you're not committed, you're not like saying that's the only program I'm going to create, but which one do you feel like seems like the best fit for you? And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to see in about an hour, we have the post for your homework for day one. Drop in there. Tell us what you're creating. I'm all about accountability. I'm all about serving you and helping you. You're going to have a homework post that your success advisor is going to tag you in. Make sure you do the work. I want you to be able to come into day 2 tomorrow knowing that, because guess what? If you show up for tomorrow and you don't know the information from day 1, you don't know the homework that I'm giving to you, you're going to feel like you're behind. Okay, and tomorrow is my favorite topic, because one of them, we're going to be talking about your blockbuster niche topic. You can't do that unless you know what kind of offer you're creating. Cool, I'm seeing hybrid, yay, memberships, group. Cool, I love this, guys. Okay, again, just as a reminder to you, I have limited pathway calls. As you can see, they're gonna go really quickly. We already had several of you guys reaching out. If you wanna jump on a pathway call where we will talk about your one-to-many offers, what it looks like in a scalable business model, creating a one-to-many offer, and what serves your audience best, and how I can help you create your powerful and sold-out one-to-many offer, drop pathway call in the comments down below so that our team can reach out and set you up, okay? So just as a recap, you guys need to go back and do your pre-training work. All of you, I better see your faces all over our feed doing your pre-training homework. Number 1. Zeldy, can you drop these in the comments so that they can kind of reference this back? Number 1 is you're going to watch the pre-trainings and you are going to do the homework for the pre-trainings. Number 2, you are going to do the homework for today's training. That'll come up in 1 hour, okay? Number 3, anytime during this process, if you need to book a pathway call, get on it before it's too late. I will share with you what it looks like to create a scalable business model with one-to-many offers. I will share with you what it looks like for me to help you do this, okay? Super powerful. I love serving and helping my clients, and I want you to know that in 3 months from now, you could have a one-to-many offer. You can have an offer that you've sold out, that you've shared with the world, and you've created massive value and massive impact. Imagine that. Imagine being able to look back 3 months from now and say, holy crap, the thing I've been sitting on for so long, I finally got it done. And it's out into the world, and I'm making that change in the world and in my life to create the freedoms that I've wanted, okay? So again, drop pathway call anytime during this training or any of the trainings going forward so that you can grab yours before they run out. Let me know what you guys thought about today's training. I live for knowing that you guys are getting transformation. So let me know. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's training. I hope that you can take a step back and take all this information I've given to you today and really sit with it to see where your opportunities are. But let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed today's training. Let me know in the comments if you have questions about today's training. Let me know in the comments if you're happy to be here, if you think I'm a crazy person, any of those things. Let me know in the comments, okay? Same time tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which if I do the math in my head, I believe is 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be showing up tomorrow to be talking about your blockbuster topic niche. Blockbuster niche, okay? I want to make sure that you guys have done the homework prior to that so that you guys have it ready to go, because we are going to dive right in. I want you to walk away with knowing what your niche topic is going to be, and I'm going to be dropping some massive, massive knowledge on you so you can really create that change. Marissa, I'm excited to chat with you as well tomorrow, but let me know. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure having you guys here. If you're on Team Replay, just make sure you're answering the same question I asked in Team Live, or if you come back and watch this again, I will come back at the end of the day and answer questions. Make sure that you let us know if you got your workbooks, pre-trainings, all that good stuff, because if you didn't, you're gonna miss the emails that I send out. Throughout this week, I'm gonna send out an email where I give you guys special invitations to group calls, stuff that's offline from Facebook. You do not wanna miss that, so make sure you move my email address into your inbox so that you don't miss anything. I don't want you to miss anything, okay? I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's training, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow to talk about the blockbuster course topic. Have a great day, guys.